All right, here we are, Camp Chickagami. December 12th, 13th, something like that. 15th. And we're documenting our winter camping experience out here. That's Jason. Say hi, Jason. Jason is the experienced one who's been in Scouts for several years already, so winter camping is no big deal to him. So obviously he's already up and running. I'm still working on tamping down my snow to put my tent on. But there's a quick overview of the campsite we're going to be at for the weekend. And got the fire pit cleared out. There's a truck, got all the gear. We brought our own firewood with us. We brought our own water, so we should be pretty self-sufficient for the weekend. And we have bathrooms right there. And hopefully they're unlocked. We'll see. Look at this guy. He's a machine, man. He's almost done. All right, time check, about 3:30 in the afternoon. Camp is set up. Jason's over there starting a fire. We got about an hour and a half of daylight left. So I'm going to start, while he's building the fire, I'm going to get the drone set up, send it up in the air and see what kind of video we can get of this beautiful park here. So one of the things that we have, flying the Mavic. Sure, most of you have seen one of those, seen other videos on YouTube all about the Mavic. But what you might not have seen is the goggles that go with it. It's very hard to do one-handed. So, I'll set you down for a second. So, we have the DJI goggles to go with the Mavic. I'm going to turn these on. Turn on the drone. Oh, got to take the cover off. Cover off. Just did the firmware update because anybody who has a DJI drone knows that every 2 weeks they make you do a firmware update for the thing. And you can only dismiss it a couple times. So alright, as you just saw, we got the drone up in the air. Did some flying in and outside of the park. Got the fire going. Jason's content enough to sit down in his chair. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he's a hard worker. Good supply of wood still to go. And deciding what's for dinner there. Let's let the fire make some good coals. Go for a walk. Work up an appetite. Come back. It should be dark. We're going to be sitting here in the dark for a long time. It gets dark at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
We'll be sitting here for a while. You need hiking poles to go around the park? He thinks we're going skiing. And we're off. Fire check. This should be alright until we get back. Time check, probably about 4:30. Walking around, expect it's going to get dark before we get back. It's so weird having a pine forest right here. It's almost like someone planted these. Look at how straight they are. Yeah, someone must have planted these. So we came across these tracks here. Just rather strange looking set of tracks. We're trying to figure out what they are. Kind of like a straight line. Can't really tell what the footprints are. It's almost like something was... It looks like somebody just dragged a garden hose through the snow. Never sure what those are. So, if anybody knows, put it in the comments below. See what if you know what those things are. Any guesses?
I have no idea.
It could be an alligator.
I've never seen tracks like that.
Yeah, possible alligator. We'll see. Wow, check out that sunset through the trees. That looks pretty awesome. I don't think the GoPro's going to do that justice, but that's pretty cool looking. All right, forward march. Okay, so I don't know how well I can actually see. It's getting kind of dark out here. A little bit of daylight in the sky, which is good because I think Jason's got us lost right now. We've been on the same trail. Yeah, I think we passed this bench already. All right. If you don't hear from us again, thanks for watching. Time check. It's like 8 o'clock, a little bit after 8. And we found what we think to be an all-nighter thrown on a fire. So it's hollow in the middle. And you're right, there's flames shooting out of the hole in the end.
That's gonna be cool.
That thing's going to burn pretty good. So we found this one. And oddly enough, I don't know if you can see them, there's fireworks going off. Who lights off fireworks in the middle of December? Yeah, definitely not going to be able to see the fireworks on the GoPro. But sure as shit going to be able to see that fire in about an hour. Morning. Welcome to Sunday morning out of Camp Chickagami. We had a pretty good night. It's about 21 degrees last night. Almost no wind. Let me show you the accommodations here we had, or I had. So we have, I'm not really set up for cold weather camping, but borrowed this climate air mattress from Jason. It was very comfortable last night. However, could use a little bit more insulation. Put down a space blanket on top of that, some mummy bag on top of that. And that was my padding. And then put my sleeping bag down. That's the bag I slept in, the red one. And then covered up with this one. It's a rather old, actually very old sleeping bag. Just uses a little extra insulation, and it worked pretty good. Worked really good. But I like this tent because it's just big enough to sleep in. It's gonna, and put my pack on the end up here, back there. It makes it very comfortable. It's pretty warm. Not real warm last night, but it stayed warm enough to go to sleep. It's pretty good. Now, it's time to get on with the day. You probably won't be surprised to learn that we burned through almost all of our firewood last night, which wasn't intentional. We didn't plan on having much of a fire this morning, but we got a few logs left to get the fire going. Threw a couple of them in there. Coals are still kind of hot. So maybe those two will catch. If not, we'll have to help it out a little bit. But I went and scavenged some wood out of the forest this morning. Gonna cut up that log right there with the axe and probably get a little bit more wood. Get a fire going and then eat some breakfast. And then we'll get back at you. We're going to clean dishes. We're going to pack up our tents. Wow, check out the sun coming through the trees. It was really nice this morning. Well, it's still, you can still see the dew on the branches of the trees. And as our last ceremonial thing we do before we leave the campsite is put out the fire. Well, Jason, have the honors. All in all, good camp out, a little short, but nice winter camp out. Got out of the house and out in the outdoors, and that's always a good weekend. So we'll see you next time.